We're live,
All right.
and here we are, podcast episode number 24 with my little big brother, Nikolai Bujanowski.
What's up? What's up?
What's happening, bro?
How we doing?
You're here for how many more days? Until we go back to Blacksburg, Virginia.
4.
4 more days?
Sunday
Leave
morning's
Sunday,
departure.
and then you got practice starting Monday?
Lift.
Lift. When does practice officially start?
Friday.
Friday it starts?
I think Friday, Saturday, first two.
Really?
Yep.
Why a Friday? No, why not a Monday?
Well, Monday we lift. Tuesday we do hunger drills. Wednesday is lift, probably. Thursday's going to be another hunger drill. And then Friday practice.
How's the new staff of coaches?
I like them.
They're different?
Yeah, I mean, they all kind of bring that energy. But, I mean, they have their own personality. So it's,
Coach probably has that energy.
Yeah, he always has the energy. He's
Whoever's
funny.
doing the social media for Virginia Tech does a hell of a job because they really hone in on his energy, and he is running all over the field.
Yeah.
Like I told you, if he's there for 20 more years, he's not going to be doing that running anymore.
Yeah. No, he's awesome. I love Pryor.
You miss Vice?
Yeah, I love. Yeah.
So Nikolai's lineman coach is the exact idea you have as a Division I lineman coach.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Just that country, old school kind of coach.
Old lineman coach.
Yeah.
Old line coach. Rudy is the new one now. I love Coach Rudolph. Shout out Coach Rudolph.
What's his background?
He's from Wisconsin.
Wisco?
Yeah, he coached my old teammate Jalen Berger.
Oh, he did? Oh, he knows Jalen?
Yeah, he knows Jalen.
No, Jalen's over at Michigan State.
I love Coach Rudolph. Coach Rudolph's the greatest.
So he's from Wisco. Where do you play?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he made a little
Stint in the NFL?
Yeah, he was in the league for a little bit.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Good for him. So, new staff's good. How's the new training coach, weight training coach?
Oh, Deej is awesome. He's a psycho.
Take us through your workouts. I want to know.
Like Monday, we do 3 compound lifts each.
What's a compound lift?
I don't know the definition, but I think it's just more than you. I don't know what it is. Like more than one body part working, right?
Yeah, that would make sense. Can we
Something like
Google
that?
that right now?
Yeah,
Let's
Google it.
What's a compound lift?
Forgot the exact definition. I've heard multiple times though.
Compound lifts. Compound lifts are great exercises for strengthening large amounts of muscle groups at one time.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're doing like the Olympic lifts. Olympic lifts are deadlifts, bench press, squat.
Deadlift, bench, squat, incline press, military press. A lot of those movements. Hang clean, power clean.
And you guys practice the same day as a lift.
No, well, I don't know because we haven't practiced yet.
Oh wait, yeah, okay.
But like Tuesdays, Thursdays are our winter workouts, and that's integrated with football.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool, yeah. But
Do you like the team so far?
love them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of guys are the same.
Except for the quarterback.
Yeah, new guys are. Yeah, but they're all cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
But Deej, yeah, he's a psycho. One morning, we were like doing a walkthrough, but like it wasn't our turn, and like he comes up behind us and he starts scratching his face. He's like, "I changed my pre-workout drink, and now my face is itchy. I don't know why." And he's a psycho.
Well, I forget the pre-workout that came out in like 2010. It was like it's like X3 or something.
No, I don't know.
And they had a compound that was like the cousin of cocaine,
Yeah.
where guys were taking it and they were just tearing up the gym.
And
And then they banned that. The FDA banned that part of the drug. I mean, even with the Celsius it's like 2 cups of coffee, but they have an element in it where it enhances the caffeine. So this could be like 6 cups of coffee.
yeah. I don't do those drinks.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't like them. A lot of them aren't good either.
No, I mean the Celsius.
It's probably good. I don't know.
It tastes good. I mean, it gives me energy, man. I don't like to drink coffee that much. 'Cause it dehydrates me. It feels like.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
how's the diet's been with everyone? I mean, is everyone following a diet throughout the year? Everyone trying to lose weight before the season, or?
If you had a goal, if you talked to our nutritionist and your position coach, and he had like a certain weight you wanted to be at, and you weren't there, then you probably talk to our nutritionist. But other than that, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone watches what they eat.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's like a real strict diet amongst everyone.
And nobody's really partying, right, during the practice?
I wouldn't say that, but yeah, no. I mean, if I'm being honest, a lot of them
Do?
I don't. Yeah, actually, no, they don't party.
See, like that's a good thing about you. Like you stay away from that, which is awesome.
I don't do that stuff.
You don't drink. You don't do.
No.
It's football. Tell people what you do. You play football. Your hobby's chess.
Chess.
And you do schoolwork.
School, and that's really it.
Like if I see you walking down the street, I would think the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You're all tattooed up from Russo's shop down Staten Island.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't do much. I do a lot, but I don't do much. And the stuff I do like, a lot of people don't like.
But how crazy is like the school? I mean, balancing school and obviously football. I mean, it's super tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but I mean, it's not like. It just depends. Like if you waste a lot of time, that's gonna be hard. It's just a simple answer.
Yeah.
It's pretty cliche too. Like if you just procrastinate, it's gonna be tough. If you don't, it's not. So,
yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And you see a lot of people procrastinate and get into trouble and. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what are the predictions this year for VT? What do you think? We open up against, or I'm saying we, like I'm part of the team, but because I obviously lived through you during the season.
Yeah.
ODU is the first game, right? Or is it BC?
ODU.
ODU, then BC?
No, then Wofford.
Then Wofford?
Yeah.
Nice. Think we're going to have a good season this year?
Yeah, 100%.
Who's QB going to be?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I have hopes for the St. Peter's kid. I keep forgetting his name.
Taj.
Yeah.
Taj is great. Blumrick's great. I mean, we just have a bunch of great quarterbacks.
Yeah. It's going to be hard to tell.
Yeah. I mean, it's so early to tell. But yeah, I have no idea.
So you guys also do spring ball too, right? Is that part of the practice?
Spring ball's this week.
This week?
Yeah, coming
up. Is that fun? Does it get a tiring after a while, battling each other?
Yes and no. I mean, like by practice 14, 15, like yeah, it's kind of like it's not redundant because you're always just getting better. But yeah, I don't know. Spring game should be fun though because it'll be my first time with fans in the spring game.
Oh, that's what the post was about. Oh, open to the public.
Well, that was our practice, but spring game's in April, so that'll be fun.
Are usually like college practices open to the public usually? No, right?
I don't know, like to the public. Like it's weird. Like if you brought like a family member, they could watch, but like open to the public, like where everyone can just walk. No, I don't know, not like that.
So what else is going on? You like VT as a school? I know that, not to get a little into it, but wasn't there a little shooting going on at VT that you texted me about?
Look, I don't go out. I don't know what happened. I just know that there's this tragic event that happened and at a spot downtown, and I don't really know much about it.
Because I remember you texted the family group chat. Like, did you hear the shots or what happened?
No, I was sleeping.
Oh, you were sleeping.
It wasn't. It was close to the house,
but it happened at a hookah lounge.
Yeah, but it was downtown. The ride from the house is probably like 5 minutes. It's not far, but there's no way I could even hear it. There's no shot.
So take us through. So because I follow obviously Kyle's Instagram. Mm-hmm. He's doing Jersey Club, every single morning before practice starts. So like I follow like all these guys. How's your locker room before practice and then after practice? Because I know it gets pretty wild.
Well, I mean, usually it goes workout, locker room, just get changed, kind of go home, music's on, you dance, whatever. But every Friday. After we squat, one of my good friends, John Cooler, shout out John, we do a gritty Friday. And we basically we throw on the song Right Foot Creep by NBA Youngboy, and he just goes to work. That's really every Friday, it lifts the day up. It's great. I love John. He's hilarious.
Do the coaches come through to the locker room?
Not really. No. The new ones, I haven't really seen them in the locker room.
No coaches caught anyone doing the gritty in the locker room?
No, but Coach Rudy has made a couple guys gritty. I know he made one guy gritty.
That's hilarious.
Try to get like loosened up and not be so robotic.
So you're wearing the pinstripe ball sweatshirt, dude. How was that? I was so pumped to go to that. That was so much fun.
It was even more cool because like it's close to where I live. So
that's gave us the opportunity for everyone to get out there.
It made it easy. I was like 20 minutes away from home. Yeah, just chill. I can't like other bowl games that are in like Miami, like these other cool places. Like if you want to go do something, you'd have to Uber everywhere. Like how do you even get around?
That's a song too.
Yeah, but like, how do you even get around?
Yeah, just got an Uber or take a car.
Yeah, but New York, you just walk right outside and there's everything.
Yeah, because we all went to Billy's Sports Bar beforehand.
Yeah,
and we just walked across the street.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
Everything's right there. Some people didn't like this location. I was like, dude, everything's right in a walking distance.
Yeah.
Times Square.
Who didn't like the location of it?
A couple people.
The Country Boys?
I think, yeah. Not everyone liked it. I mean, I liked it.
Was that their first time going to New York?
A lot of them, yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, the first time going to New York, you're playing at Yankee Stadium.
Exactly.
Is it weird playing at Yankee Stadium? You're in a baseball stadium playing football.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, not weird, but it was cool. I mean, because I grew up watching the Yankees, so then actually being on the field was actually kind of sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How was that? That whole entire day was awesome because they took you everywhere. They took you to the Rock. Didn't you guys go on top of the?
We didn't go top of the Rock. We went to the 9/11 Memorial.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then where else did we go?
You guys went to the Yankee Monument.
Yeah.
You guys saw that.
Well, yeah, we were in what's this thing in the end zone? Monument Park?
Yeah, Monument Park.
Monument Park, yeah.
Where Jeter, Mariano, all those guys were over there.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm definitely forgetting something. But I think that's the only trip we really went on.
Because I didn't realize how much stuff you guys get after those games. I know the PlayStation Bowl, everyone gets a PlayStation.
That was nuts. Yeah, we had sweatshirts, shorts, hood, hats, bags. It was crazy.
Wasn't it sponsored by JBL too? Because you guys own a speaker or Harman.
Yeah, I mean, we had a $200 shopping card to go to Harman.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a headset and a speaker.
That's sick.
Yeah,
that's
sick.
So transitioning real quick, I mean, for people that are listening that, our fan base or our listeners that have kids that play sports.
Yeah.
What are some tips and, some advice you would give someone playing football that's looking to play, in high school, either at the non-publics or, playing at the next level in college? What's some advice you would give to those kids that are listening or to the parents that are listening?
I'd probably say you don't have to focus on everyone else, which sounds weird, but when you're in 8th grade, even late in high school, you think everything needs to be figured out. Why does my kid have an offer to Bama and this, that, and then you see your friends getting offers and maybe you're stuck in the back, but everything works out. I mean,
it's the FOMO.
Yeah, exactly. But everything is gonna work out in the end, and if you truly work hard and you can say to yourself, I work hard every day.
Yeah.
There's no way you can't make it.
Yeah.
Because realistically, high school, you're going to find out once you grow up, it's not a breeze, but, if you're good, you're going to play. It's not like college where there's depth and all that stuff. And so, yeah, I mean,
what's the difference between the non-publics here in Jersey and, Virginia Tech, for instance? Because you're talking about, the depth. Explain that. Are you how deep are you guys when it comes to positions?
If you're in high school and you start and you get hurt, most chances that you have a guy behind you that can do the same thing at the same level is low, extremely low. So a lot of guys get caught into the groove of I don't need to work hard because what are they going to do, take me out? But in college, yeah, they're going to take you out. Yeah, that's just it. So if you're not always constantly trying to improve and trying to take your game to the next level, then yeah, you're gonna be left out.
Yeah.
High school is just if you just know you're going to the next level, you can do whatever you want.
Can you talk because it's funny because I just wanted you to explain and to talk about Jalen Berger being at Bosco. Wasn't he a god there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he was.
Wouldn't the student and the staff treat him way different than everyone else?
Yeah, we needed him. I mean, it one day at practice the exchange in the backfield it was messed up, and I think they bumped knees.
Who, him and Kyle?
Him and I forget who. Might have been. I don't know. No, it was a quarterback. Maybe Jake Robbins. Maybe Jaquil. I don't know, but they bumped knees, and that hurts really bad. And he fell to the floor, and it was kind of it wasn't one of those things where he just fell down, got up, and it was okay. It was okay, he fell down, and now there's a chance he could be hurt, and then coach just turned into a walkthrough the rest of the practice. So yeah, that's when I saw. I was yeah, he's really important, but he's also a special player. So I mean,
yeah. So I mean, like you're saying, like the depth at high school and college is completely different. I mean, also too, like in college, there's a grading process too, right, for practice.
Some coaches have that. I don't know if Coach Rudolph has that because I haven't practiced with them yet.
Yeah, but a lot of schools do that, right?
I think so. I want to say yes. I have no idea though.
So what is that grading like? Like for centers, that's your snaps, how accurate they are.
Yeah, so not just snaps, just technique. Technique and assignment really. Plus minuses, plus pluses, minus. That's really how it is. I mean, again, I don't know if Coach Rudolph does it, but I know other coaches do that.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys are really, your feet are to the fire all day, every day. You guys have to perform at the highest level. You guys can't slip up. You guys can't walk through or take a day off. Yeah, that's why like I give you so much praise because you guys go through a ton. Like you're waking up at 4:50 every morning, right?
Not every morning, just the Tuesdays and Thursdays.
But other days you're still up early, still gotta get stuff done.
Up early all the time.
You can't really sleep in.
Sleeping in is like 8 a.m. Because
like when you come home, it's funny because like you come home, you're like, what are we doing today? Like I'm just used to doing stuff, and you come home, there's not much to do because you're on vacation.
Exactly.
So it's a change of pace for you. Yeah. But you've been working out every single day, which is awesome. So I mean that's pretty much it. Yeah. The life of a football player for you is just cut and dry, and that comes down to your mindset too, because like you silence everyone out and you just get the job done. Exactly. And that's what makes you awesome. Yeah. What else is going on?
UFC.
Let's talk about it. I feel like Joey Diaz right now.
UFC.
Give me Khabib.
Give me Miocic.
So what we're talking about, if you guys Google Joey Diaz, he's on the Joe Rogan podcast, and they were talking about all the fighters they want to see, because I do have to agree with them to an extent. There's some fights we want to see that Dana just doesn't want to give us. Yeah. Like they give us like 2 fights in between before like we get to like that big fight. So he was talking about, he wanted what, Stipe? What's his name?
Stipe Miocic.
Stipe Miocic, and he wanted Khabib. Yeah. And he was kept on calling him Khabib. And Khabib is arguably, I mean, not really arguably, but he's the best UFC fighter to really ever live.
There's so many debates, but yeah, a lot of people say that. A lot of people say GSP. But the one, like...
Montreal.
Yeah, there's some, like, when people say that stuff, like, he lost.
GSP.
Like, but Khabib has
never lost, and he's fought everyone at their prime too.
If you just forget the names for a second, if you actually think about that, he has never lost to another man. Not even losing fights, losing rounds. He lost maybe 1 round.
That's a good point. I never even thought about that.
Like if you actually just sit down and think about that, that is insane. Now I know title defenses, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, like, he doesn't lose a round. That is insane. That is, I kid you. If you've done martial arts, you can understand how crazy that is. Just the cardio you need, just to even hang in there for a round. Someone if I don't even know, go outside and bounce around on your toes for 5 minutes like you're a boxer. Yeah, you're gonna be breathing heavy and sweating heavy.
Yeah, because
now add in grappling, add in actually punching, add in actually taking punches, takedown defense, all that, and he doesn't lose a round. These people train all the time.
Because I remember, like when I first started boxing, my sophomore going to junior year of high school, when I started shadow boxing for the first time, I would go for like 5, 6, 7 minutes just bouncing around. Dude, my shoulders, I couldn't hold up my arms. Yeah. So I couldn't imagine going in there against another man who's not just as good as you, but he's still a professional. Yeah. They make it look very, very easy and have the stamina that he does. Yeah. Like he, so he's lost how many rounds?
Debatably 1, I think. And I don't even think it's just 1. I think it was
insane.
The first round of Justin Gaethje, maybe. So, I know it was Justin Gaethje that I think people debate about.
I got to say, though, switching to the Ngannou and Cyril Gane fight, it was nice grappling, but I was expecting so much more.
If you're a casual, you wouldn't.
I waited 3 months for that fight.
Yeah, no.
I remember because I was in Vegas. It was like 2 weeks before I went to Vegas. They announced that fight, and I was driving by the Apex. Yeah. In Vegas, and just seeing the guy, and I'm like, I can't wait for that fight. I was lining up everything. Everyone's going, let's go out, let's go watch it. No. Yeah. I was home. Yeah. I got my TV. I stayed up, and I watched that fight, and I was so upset. Yeah. Everyone's saying Gane was going to win. I knew Ngannou was going to win because I don't see him really losing. Yeah. I mean, I said that with D-Lou, but D-Lou got smashed by Gane. Yeah. And me and Jeremy, we love D-Lou.
Yeah.
We because he's so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
He's a character. He's
funny.
He's awesome.
He's sometimes
for the sport.
annoying though.
Sometimes,
He's
but
so
I mean,
like
he's
sarcastic and like I mean he seems really cool, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's so cool. For, like the UFC is such it's on a huge upswing because of the press conferences that happen.
Yeah.
Like Dana White, arguably, I think he's one of the best owners ever. Like he brought this sport because he had the Fertitta brothers. They raised the money with the Fertitta brothers.
Yeah.
I think Dana sold his shares to the Saudis, but he made he made it what it is today, which is awesome to see. Because you see, like baseball is declining. They might not even have a season. I don't think they will have a season. And you have UFC on the upswing.
Yeah.
And they're packing these arenas with a bunch of people. I mean, how many people are these? I mean, the pay-per-views alone. I want to look this up real quick. UFC. What was the last one? It was
273, 272.
That was in Anaheim.
That
272
was in...
total sellout.
Where was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was a Masvidal fight. So
No, it was that was 273, right? What was it?
that was 272. The Jorge Masvidal fight and the Colby.
Mm.
I want to get a count of how many people were at this thing because they're packing it, and they're doing such a good job too of like the VIPs.
Yeah.
Because they're getting so many celebrities now that are just rolling through, and they're catching them as they're coming into the arena.
Yeah.
So it makes people like want to watch like what's happening because it's more than just a fight. It's very barbaric. A lot of people can't watch it.
Yeah.
Like when it first came out, I really couldn't watch it. But now, like after learning about the art of jiu-jitsu and just all the martial arts, it's so cool to watch because you're watching the two best fighters fight each other.
You can't not like a guy that gets knocked out. That's what's so exciting. Like if someone gets a clean knockout, there's not one person in the world, unless you just have no feelings,
Yeah.
that wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, like and going back to like actually appreciating the UFC, like if you've ever like recently, I started doing BJJ at T Manning. Shout out T Manning.
We'll tag them too because they're awesome guys.
Yeah, I love T Manning, Clyde, Charles, Miles, Clay. They're all awesome. Professor Manning, but yeah, like if you actually have done it, like it's just jiu-jitsu alone just makes you open up your eyes to like how insane these people are. Like I'm a big dude, I'm strong, but like you think if you're just bigger, you'd be able to just grab someone, choke them, and then they'll tap. No, it's not. They can be 70 pounds lighter than you, weaker than you, but if their technique is sharper
and still submit you,
they'll beat you.
I remember who was on I think it was a doctor on Rogan's podcast. He's like, what's the benefit of jiu-jitsu?
Well.
And Joe Rogan was like, well, if you and I were in a fight, I would kill you.
Yeah. like when people were like, would Floyd Mayweather survive in a street fight? Like, no.
No. Because it's going to go down to the ground. I mean, 90% of the street fights that I've seen, first of all, it's funny, too, because I was just watching, before you came, Bill Burr was talking about, the video I showed you.
Yeah.
He was talking about, like, street fights up in Boston growing up. He's like, people just went out at night looking for a fight.
Yeah.
And Rogan's like, dude, I know one bouncer that would tape his wrist before he went to the club.
Yeah.
And he was talking about, like, when you see a fight, it's like a tornado. You don't know where it's going to go. Because, like, you want to be at, like a vantage point. Like, you want to see it happen and then dip out because you don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And the majority of the fights go to the ground. Yeah. So to have the skill of jiu-jitsu on your side is an asset.
It's the closest thing to a superpower you can ever have.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just have to experience it to really understand what I'm saying. Like, just go to a gym one time and try to beat someone that's like of the same size as you that's been doing it longer than you. You'll never.
Yeah.
Because there's no lucky shots either. Like, I can fight a high-level guy in striking, and, I mean, it's a low chance. But if I were to just swing and catch him on the chin, like, there's a chance he can get knocked out. But in jiu-jitsu,
it only takes one.
There's none of that.
Yeah.
The second you grab someone, You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's an art form.
It's completely like the technique of it is insane because there's layers of it. Like when someone attacks you, they know what your defense is, but they know the counter of that defense. But then you might know the counter of that counter.
Yeah.
So you have to counter that.
That's insane.
And it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's like, and there's just like little things that kind of just open your eyes to like different ways of holding submissions, where you align your body. It's a complete art form, and it's the greatest thing I've gotten into in a while.
Yeah, because again, like I said, like UFC's really taken off, and it's cool to see like an industry like that really take off because you don't really see that. Like you don't see table tennis when COVID happened. They were playing in Russia, and people watching table tennis, but you don't see like these. Like it's for the past, I don't know, 70 years. It's been basketball, baseball, football. Basketball's
on the decline too. I don't care what anyone says.
Basketball is too.
It's getting boring.
It really is getting boring.
Besides, like once LeBron leaves, it's over.
Yeah, who are you going to watch?
There's maybe KD.
Yeah.
James Harden's going to touch every NBA team in America. He went to the Rockets, Nets, Philly. Like I don't even know.
That's the one thing I don't like because like you see guys like teaming up now. Like they keep moving. Like I feel like years ago, guys stay with their team. They try to build their team.
Build a team, yeah.
These guys
remember
just
like
leave.
The 2012 Knicks. Yeah. Danilo Gallinari, Al Harrington,
Stoudemire,
Nate Robinson. Like that basketball then was better than any sport.
I have to agree with that because I remember going to the NBA store in New York. That was so much fun. I used to love basketball growing up.
Now it's just terrible.
Because remember the guy that was always at the shooting thing? That guy was there for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And he would just shoot with the kids and whatnot. Like that. It opened like because we're baseball guys. Yeah. We're a baseball family. Our uncles, cousins, our grandfather. Like we all play baseball. I can't watch baseball anymore because let's talk about Yankee Stadium. Like the new Yankee Stadium, I despise because you tore down my childhood. Like I'll never forget being in second grade, Bert coming to pick me up, taking me out of school. We went to a 1:00 Yankee game, and I'll never forget seeing that grass and being in that stadium.
Yeah.
Like I have an attachment, especially watching all the games with Grandpa, with Pop, watching all those games where I could close my eyes and hear Jeopardy at 7:00 starting, and then at 7:05. You are listening to the Yes Network, home of champions. Like that still plays in my head. That was the Shepherd voice, all that stuff. Michael Kay. I mean, the new stadium's cool, but even what's his name was talking about this. He just retired off the radio. I can't think of his name. The Tizzy loves him. The radio show guy. Mike Francesa. So he was talking about like how Giant Stadium. Even Yankee Stadium, but he said was talking about Giant Stadium, how Giant Stadium back in the day was the loudest stadium.
Yeah.
He said that I was too young. We weren't even born yet. I mean, I remember going there as a young kid, and I remember it was a madhouse. But like now, row 1 through row 45 is all corporate.
Yeah.
So now you have all business guys, men and women. They're not cheering as a hardcore season ticket holder fan was.
Yeah.
So it's not getting as loud anymore, and it's not as engaging. And the same thing's happened with baseball. I remember the Yankees were in they got into the playoffs. 2017, they got in, and they shouldn't have got in. It was like, I forget what they were calling the team. It was like the baby something because no one expected them to go this far. And the atmosphere at that playoff game that I went to was incredible. Like it was almost like the times like the old Yankee Stadium. And then a couple of years later, they get back in, and I remember we went with a bunch of people, so we sat upper. And I remember looking down, and the game was close. It was like a 4-3 game. And I remember looking down, and there was nobody going crazy on the field. Like, nobody was cheering. All the people upstairs were cheering.
Yeah.
So the stadiums are now changing. Like, it's all corporate. It's all business. It's all restaurants. Like,
it's all dying.
You could go to a restaurant in Yankee Stadium and not even focus. You could watch the TV.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just be home.
Yeah.
Like they're taking the engagement away from the game, which sucks.
Yeah. But the NFL... carrying the United States.
NFL,
there was no NFL, a lot of people would be depressed.
I mean, I was depressed the first week after the Super Bowl.
The last, 4 games of the year were some of the craziest games ever. Chiefs games.
The Bills game.
Bengals.
Can we talk about the overtime rule? That has to get changed.
Terrible.
Yeah, so the overtime, well, it was Bills versus KC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right? Was it
Bills
KC?
Yeah.
And for people who don't remember... the game, they scored 4 touchdowns in under 90 seconds in the fourth quarter. It was something ridiculous. It was back and forth. It was one of the best games I've ever watched. And then OT hits, and KC wins the coin toss. They get the ball, and they score a touchdown, and the game's over.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
And they don't put the ball back in Josh Allen's hands.
Yeah.
So that has to change.
It has to just be the same thing, but you have to match what they just did on offense, and if you do better, you win. If the Chiefs had the ball and they scored a touchdown.
Or a field goal.
A field goal. No. If they scored a touchdown, you would have to score a touchdown. And if you don't, it's over.
Yes.
If they scored a field goal and then you come back, you score a touchdown, you win.
Yeah, so if you score a field goal, like you're saying.
If you score a field goal, you have to at least score a field goal or a touchdown. Like it's kind of like when you shoot for ball before you play a pickup game in basketball. If I make it and you miss it, I get ball. You have to just match it, and that's it.
Yeah, like who made that rule? That's the
They're talking about college rules too,
rule.
like starting at the plus 45, going in from there. But I just think it should just you play football.
Yeah.
Until someone doesn't match it.
Because that changes the whole outcome of the playoffs and possibly the Super Bowl because Allen was on fire that night.
Both offense,
he handled that like a gentleman.
There was no defense that night that was going to stop Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. So it was literally just came down to the coin toss.
And dude, I was just talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody at lunch yesterday about this. All of my quarterbacks are all gone. I think there's one left. Like Tom Brady, Rodgers is still there. Like Eli, like all the guys I grew up with, Peyton, all these guys, they're all retired. Now it's all about. Obviously Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, like Joe Burrow,
Justin Herbert.
That would like seeing these guys come up. Like this is the new generation of QBs, which is so cool to watch.
Sick.
So again, all my quarterbacks are gone. Now we have Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen is, my opinion, he's huge. He's not really a quarterback size, so to speak.
He's a tight end playing quarterback.
He's more like a Roethlisberger 2.0.
Yeah, but he can move.
And he can move, which is awesome to watch.
Insane.
And he went to a JUCO.
Did he? I thought I mean, he went to Wyoming, right? Wyoming?
Yeah, but I think he went to a JUCO first in Wyoming. Yeah. And then Rodgers, same thing. He went to a JUCO.
Yeah.
I think it was L.A. or somewhere in the West.
Something like that.
But, so that rule has to get changed in overtime for football because that's just poor.
Yeah.
Like, because the fans are still watching, like, what else is going to happen? Like, and then Hill is one of the best. He's technically like a utility guy.
No, he's a receiver.
He's a receiver that could run the ball too. Yeah. He's so cool to watch because he's going to change the game in the sense that like you see him catch a pass now and he's stepping and then moving back. Yeah. You ever notice that? Yeah. Like he's planting his foot, he's going back 2 yards, and he's making guys miss and then getting upfield. Yeah. Like he's starting like something. I mean,
he could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're that quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
You getting tired?
Nah, I'm good.
But yeah, again, I mean, football, like we were saying, football is on the up and up, and so is UFC.
I just wish the UFC it was more constant.
I mean, he's putting together fights every week.
No,
not title fights, but he's putting fights together.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just because I like it so much, I just want it to happen more
often.
But Hamzat Chimaev versus Gilbert Burns. Hamzat Chimaev's gonna kill him.
You think he's gonna be like better than Khabib? You were saying.
Yes.
So explain to what he just did. His last fight.
His last fight was with the Chinese guy. I think Chinese guy.
That's where he brought him over to Dana.
Yeah, he lifted him up, walked him towards Dana, started speaking to Dana, put him down, got his hooks in. And then just submitted him. And now, again, that guy was training for weeks. And for him to just take that guy, to lift him up like a little kid, walked over to Dana and started speaking to him. Like, it's insane. I don't know. He'll be the next Khabib. I don't think anyone's going to beat him. Because those guys, like, they've just been through so much. Like, you're going to put him in a cage and then what? Like, what's the adversity?
Yeah.
They've just been through so much, so it's like, I don't think he'll ever get beat. I don't think there's anyone that can really beat him.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I don't think anyone can.
But Dana was talking about, and like we were saying, Dana's the owner of the UFC, or part owner. He runs the whole show. He was talking about fights in the metaverse soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
I think the Oculus, and we were talking about the Oculus before. The Oculus is going to change entertainment because they're going to offer like you're there, like you're sitting front row.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, but I don't know.
But again, nobody's rushing home from work to go throw on a pair of headphones.
You have to buy the whole Oculus, and it's like, why not just, I don't know, buy the fight and just watch it on the TV?
I mean, they're gonna make it like interactive and whatnot, and
I get, yeah, but just watch it on the TV.
It's cool because again, they're always thinking. They're always thinking of like the next thing. Like that's what's making the UFC so cool because again, the press conferences are great. Seeing the fans that are at the UFC fights are awesome to watch because I wish boxing was what boxing was when Tyson was fighting. Yeah, no, because like our dad and like all of, dad's friends and people that are older, the guys who love boxing, I feel like they're like timelines of where they were in their life back then. Like we were there for the Duran fight. We were there at so-and-so. Or this was the Tyson fight. This was the Lewis fight. Like there's so many fights that these people talk about that I watch on YouTube, but I can't, like I don't know leading up to it how it was like, or Tyson's upswing then downswing. It would have been cool to watch because Tyson's all over the place now for like the UFC. He's all on the podcast, the Full Sun podcast. He's doing his own thing. Yeah. So it's cool to see him like he's coming back, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm very bullish on the UFC and football. Yeah. For baseball and for basketball, I don't know. They got to figure out something. Well, the problem with the MLB, and I'm going to screw this up, but didn't they sign a content contract where guys can't monetize themselves?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but it might just be
because dude, Mike Trout could walk into a restaurant and nobody knows who he is.
But growing up, like no one, at least like a lot of people just didn't understand baseball too. There was just more like people that played baseball, understood baseball. So I think that's also another part of it too, where it's like a lot of people don't understand what's going on.
And that's why they did the restaurants and all the entertainment to go along with these stadiums.
Yeah, like I probably 10% of people know what RBI stands for. Yeah, like stuff like that. It's true. Like that too. So it's just I don't know. But yeah, UFC it'll always be my favorite to watch, even though I play football. It's just nothing better than seeing someone get knocked out or. That's just so fun.
The only problem is that they're on so late some nights.
Yeah, too late.
Too late. They got to do something with that.
Too late.
I mean, all the celebs and all the people going to it have to go to dinner and whatnot and do whatever they got to do beforehand.
They could move it up a little bit.
They should move it up, and everyone goes out. Everyone goes out after anyway. Yeah. Because we're on West Coast time.
Yeah, I don't know.
With the UFC.
Sometimes it's just, I mean, they sometimes go to Brooklyn.
They haven't been to Brooklyn though in forever.
No, they were there last. The Frankie Edgar fight was in Brooklyn.
Was it? Oh, at Barclays?
Cheeto Vera, yeah.
At Barclays Center, yeah.
Cheeto Vera, Frankie Edgar. He opened up a UFC gym in Wayne.
Edgar did?
Next to Dick's, yeah. It's pretty sick. I was going to go.
Wait, by Willowbrook Mall? Mm-hmm. That's his gym?
UFC gym?
Yeah, that's his?
By Dick's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Good for him.
Dana White posted a video about it. It's on UFC Fit Wayne.
That's the one guy I'm looking to meet in the next couple of years.
Dana.
I just want to meet him.
Yeah, that's pretty. He seems like a cool guy.
He seems like an awesome guy.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Yeah. Nikolai, thank you for doing episode. Again, this 24. Is 24. Episode 24.
Of course.
Thank you, brother.
Gotcha.